Do you want me to read them out?
Yes, go on then.
Go on then. You stand there looking interested.
Yeah.
This is a question from Joe McGraw. Hopefully...
Say again.
Joe McGraw.
Joe McGraw?
Yeah. What if he's related to Tim McGraw?
It's all that old McGraw, isn't it?
Mumble that by me one more time.
Yeah, Joe. Old McGraw. Go on then.
Christ.
So old McGraw wants to know what?
well, he's put... Doug, can you put barbed wire on Carl's Strat to use as strings?
Yes. Well, I've thought about doing it, but wouldn't be any point. It still wouldn't play any better.
Yeah, there is that, yeah. He carries on. Maybe some carbon fibre rods to reinforce the neck after tuning it up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just kidding.
Yeah.
He congratulates me on inhaling all your fumes and dust.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what, there's no question there.
There isn't a question.
No, that's the question, so I'm going to go. I thought it was a question.
Okay.
Right then, here we go. Right then, here we go.
In your own time, people are getting bored.
Okay,
now.
what's on here? 2 yards.
Yeah.
That's his username. He's a regular.
Yeah.
He's like a good guy.
2 yards.
2 yards. That's his YouTube username.
Was he embarrassed about his own name?
Most people just put like a sort of a kind of alias on, don't they?
Okay.
Okay. Please ask Doug how he determines a high fret location. For an example, if a string is fretting out while depressing the string on the 14th fret, is it the 15th fret that is high, causing the fret out, or could the high fret out be the 16th, 17th, etc.?
No. I'll explain a lot of things all at once.
Well,
hang on 1 second.
There is more to the question.
Well, we'll go through them all. Okay, so if you've got high frets on the places, and you can get these from Stu McDonald, and you can do that, and you can see if it's rocking, that'll be the one. It's rocking on the highest one.
Yeah.
Okay. It's either just fretted, they haven't been dressed yet.
Yeah.
But it's a complicated system of guitar neck is. It's not as simple. It's not simple physics where it bends a bit, and you have to straighten it out. Because if you straighten it out too much, you need the bend a little bit for the string to. Because the string doesn't vibrate like that. You see, it doesn't vibrate flat. It vibrates like that in like a an oval shape. So it's doing that bollocks.
Yeah.
The string is when you hit it. So it's doing that. Now you've got a lot of complicated thoughts going on when you're doing a fret job. And well, I'll explain it on this one because I've just put the frets in this. What happens with necks is you've always got a bigger mass here, 90% of the time, unless it's an old, whatever they call them, little Les Paul Junior things.
Oh yeah.
Where the neck joins at the end of the fret there, and it can fall off at any given moment.
Okay.
That's just bending all the way in that shape.
Yeah.
But the fingers, so you've got your string, you've got a little bend, you've set the truss rod, little bend, and then the string is doing this, doing that, and then this bit with the bend obviously is higher up this end than there.
Yeah.
So that this is coming upwards like a ski slope.
Yeah.
So it's coming up to the string, and so the higher up you get, it's hitting all these frets. Okay?
Yeah.
So you've got to get the curve really right, but when you're doing a fret job, you've also got to bear in mind where the string's going to vibrate the most, and what you're going to do. You're stretching strings up here into a higher position because it's a slope on the top. So you're going up. That's why I use a compound radius myself. So it's more flat up here than there. Because you're not really stretching strings down there. Not really. Very much. No. So up here, you're going up and doing all this rock bollocks all the way up here. And so you've got to bear that in mind. You've also got to bear in mind that this is coming up at a. Well, you've got no control over that with a truss rod, because the truss rod probably finishes there, you know, there. So that's in a parlous state of flatness where that's curved a bit. So from there onwards, it's anybody's guess. You've got to know how to do the fret dressing to take care of that. So there's ways of doing that, and it's a real instinct with me to know, because I've done so many guitars now. I know how they're gonna work.
Yeah.
And how the truss rod's working. So I always check the truss rod when a guitar repair comes in, because if somebody's fucked the truss rod up by, you know, using the wrong Allen key and doing it slacky, you bollocks. You've either got to take the fingerboard off and put a new truss rod in and start again.
Yeah. What's that thing that you use to check for high fret? What's it called again?
This, just a little rocker. It's just a flat piece of metal that you can just rock on the frets.
Yeah.
Find a high fret. You've got one there. Look.
I was just wondering if it had a specific name, that's all.
It's just a rocker. Stu Mac make them, or supply them. But you can use a short straight edge.
Yeah. Okay, well that sounds.
You don't need anything fancy to do this with. You just use your brain. But it is a real science, and guitar, you know, luthiers know about it.
Yeah. And
they're aware of it when they're doing the guitars.
Yeah.
So make sure you either know what you're doing or go to a good luthier.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a part two to his. He said, I ask because it's like chasing your tail when trying to level individual frets in hopes of correcting buzz and fret out.
No, you can't do that.
Also, is there a setup suggestion for allowing extreme string bending past the 12th fret on a 9.5 radius neck? Thank you very much.
You have to do it just by instinct. You've got to make sure that you've done the proper fret job, and not one individually, one at a time.
Mind you, also, let's be honest, you can't guarantee that he's actually got a 9.5 inch radius neck.
No, everybody's got a different radius.
No, what I mean is, a friend of mine, Mark Sweetmore, he's always buying guitars and necks and things, and they're wildly out. They say it's like 10.5 and it's like 12, or it's 7 and it's 9.5. You know, that's from Fender as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I think you've answered that question.
It's really complicated to explain it exactly,
yeah.
And you need to take it to a good luthier.
Yeah. Right, okay, so that's thank you.
Don't bring it to me, I'm too fucking busy.
Yeah. So that's a thank you to 2 Yards then.
Okay.